Okay. Good day, traders. This is Dennis Wilburn with the Active Trend Traders. Welcome to a series of videos, free videos, that I call Tech Tips that covers some aspect of technical analysis that I want to share for free with the members that are out there across the universe, across the globe. Anyway, we're going to have some fun with this. If you like the tech tip that we provide, please give us a thumbs up. Please subscribe to us on our YouTube channel, Market Tech Talk. And if you want to dive deeper into what it takes to be an active trend trader, you can always follow us on our website. So let's get on with the video. Aloha and God bless.
Good day, traders. This is Dennis Wilburn. Welcome to the latest tech tip. What's our tech tip about today? How to evaluate the close with hourly, intraday, or let's just say hourly charts. Charts. There we go. That's what we're going to do today. And so it's going to be really brief and short and sweet because I've gotten a lot of questions from folks about, well, how do you take the TSI tick up, and which is an active trend trading trigger, and trade that utilizing the multiple time frames. We'll look at the hourly, the daily, the intraday, the weeklies, and even going into the monthly. Remember, all materials that we present are for training purposes only. Traders should always paper trade any new method prior to the risk of their own personal capital. Let's jump over here to a chart. That's where the action is. We're about a half hour before the close on June 27th. The market has been dumping a little bit today. And so we want to hone in on a couple of our favorite stocks. One, Tesla. I love Tesla from the aspect of it puts in good patterns, for one thing. It has really, significant moves. Okay, this is a intraday 1 hour chart. Look at the range on Tesla, and that's why it is an interest to us, because it has such a broad range. You go over here, let's just pop in down here. Okay, 335 up to a high of a little bit over 385. So let's just say over the last, since June 5th, Tesla has had a $50 range through the day. Now it's basically pulling back. It has dropped down below a level of support. The essence of what we want to hone in on, I'm going to get in here really close to take a look at this. Okay, I'm watching the TSI for a TSI tick up. As you can see, as we have highlighted before, when the TSI gets down below the 50 level or above the 50 level on the upside, oftentimes that's a sequence that shows that, hey, the move is just about over and we're going to get a bounce. With Tesla, what kind of a bounce could we look for? At least halfway back up this move from here to here, which put us up back to about 375. So about a $10 move from where it's at right now. But as we can see, price is continuing to fall. So I got an email earlier today saying, okay, well, would you take a trade off the TSI if you get a tick up? And my reference to that was, it's going to depend on what I'm seeing over here on the daily chart, which in this case, we are approaching a level of support as a 20-day moving average. However, what is the TSI telling us on a daily chart? TSI on a daily chart is basically telling us, hey, I'm still in the let's go down mode and has not rebounded whatsoever. And if we'll coach ourselves and teach ourselves to wait for the TSI tick up and the reversal that accompanies that, it will save us a lot of heartburn down the road. So as we can see, things are pushing down on a daily chart into where we should get a turnaround, but we're not going to over anticipate it, because where's the stronger then I go back and I look, where is the stronger support? Well, I've got really strong support where it bounced down here at about the 350 level, and we can see that right in there. We get a pullback into the 8-day moving average. and then a rebound off of that. So we know we've got pretty strong support in here. And so this is where I want to be highlighted. If I drop through the 20-day moving average, which is what really close to doing, then it may test the 360, but the stronger support is down there at about the 350 level. So off the TSI intraday, there's nothing really to, at this point to do with Tesla. Momentum on the hourly intraday is showing us, we may be getting ready to go. The market forecast on the hourly is saying, hey, I'm down at the bottom where a reversal zone where I typically turn around. What else do we want to look at? Let's just take a real quick look at one of our other buddies, NVDA. Excuse me. NVDA, again, drop the 20 today. I can basically take this I can either leave that triangle in, and I can draw a, if this was considered a triangle that it broke out of, which if it is, that's a little bit of a weak one, but we would anticipate if this takes out this, 142 level, where's it going? Well, let's take a real quick look at that. Take that. Let's activate it. And that would say, hey, that gives a downside target with NVDA right down here at past support of 115. Will it get there? We shall see. Or is it going to, will NVDA hit this level here at the 142 area and do a rebound from there? Again, this is one of those. On a intraday chart, as we can see here, we basically have a lower low. I have positive divergence working up here in both momentum and the TSI. Not so much on the market forecast. It is not in sync with the longer term daily indicators and oscillators. And so right now, nothing to do, because as we go tick along here, the TSI on an intraday is still going down. Now, how could we potentially, what's going to trigger it to go back up to the S side? Well, it's an old entry technique that was used by Dr. Elder, and it's basically that if you move back, if price action, we complete this candle here, and if price action moves, and since it's a lower low, if price action takes out the high of this candle, then that would be an entry signal. Do we, that's one opportunity. But then you turn back around, the stop on that would be immediately right below it. So as you can see, at this point, can you take trades off utilizing the, TSI tick up? And the answer on an hourly chart, the answer to that, of course, is yes. But you want to take into consideration what is the daily charts telling us. Is the daily chart supporting a bounce? And at this particular time, as we can see in NVDA, the daily charts are not, supporting that bounce. Let's take a look at one last one. This is one we got into earlier this week. And again, this is off a daily. This is yesterday. And we basically took a trade off of oil, I want to say last Friday, when we get this little bit of a tick up. And it was combined with the tick up here on the intraday chart, combined with a really nice tick up on the daily chart from the lows. And there's that trigger number, -50, is where the TSI turned around, and also so did the price action on UCO. And hopefully we climb this wall of worry. So, hey, that's it for today's Tick Tip. I hope that helps. I hope that gives some additional concept of what we're trying to do with the intraday chart. If you have the luxury to be watching the market during the final hour of the day, you can make some trade decisions. If not, after hours, still consider the final hour of the day. What was the charts telling us at that time to help make the decision going into the next trading day? So with that, I'll bid you adieu. God bless everybody. If you are not a subscriber to our YouTube channel, please subscribe. And we always like, good comments and thumbs up from the YouTube channel. If you want to get into a, more in-depth training and all that kind of stuff, you can always join us at the Active Trend Traders and learn the Active Trend Trader system and parallel trade with us and move on from there. So with that, God bless everybody. Have a great day. Bye-bye.